We are the Arcturians. We meet you now, where sensation softens and space begins to open on its own. There is no threshold to cross, no inner door to force open, only a gentle easing into what is already present. The heart has often been treated as emotion, as feeling, as vulnerability that must be protected or managed. It has been framed as something personal, something reactive, something that opens and closes based on experience. Today we invite a different noticing. Allow the heart to be sensed, not as emotion, not a story, but as a field of awareness quietly present within the body. This field does not pulse dramatically. It does not demand attention. It does not push outward in effort or longing. It expands when nothing resists it. Expansion is not an action. It is not something you do. It is what remains when contraction is no longer being held. Notice the body now. Let it rest as it is, no adjustment required. The breath does not need to deepen, it does not need to slow. Let it be natural, unmanaged, free to move or pause in its own rhythm. You are not entering the heart. There is no movement inward required. The heart field is revealing itself to awareness, because awareness has stopped reaching. It may feel like warmth, it may feel like space, it may feel like nothing in particular. All of this is welcome. The heart field is subtle. It does not announce itself. It is known more by absence than by sensation. An absence of guarding, an absence of tightening, an absence of effort to be okay. In this absence, space becomes noticeable. Not a space you imagine, but a lived openness within the center of the body. This openness does not make you vulnerable, it makes you present. Here, emotion is allowed to move freely without becoming identity. Feeling arises and dissolves without needing to be explained. The heart field does not judge what appears, it includes everything by resisting nothing. As awareness rests, the body begins to recognize safety without narrative. Nothing needs to be healed. Nothing needs to be generated. Nothing needs to be opened. What you are noticing has never been closed. The heart field was never absent, it was only overlooked while attention was busy elsewhere. Stay simple. Stay gentle. Let awareness remain where it is. We are present, and now we begin. The heart is a field, not a point, not a center you must locate precisely. Not an object inside the chest. It is a field of sensation, a lived atmosphere, a subtle spread of awareness that does not begin or end sharply. When attention softens here, you may notice pressure, not heavy, just present. You may notice warmth, not heat, just a gentle tone of life. You may notice openness, not dramatic. Simply a sense that space exists where you once assumed solidity. All of this belongs. The heart is not something you focus on. It is something you sense into by relaxing the need to define. Awareness does not narrow here. It widens. The field may feel round or vast or barely perceptible. Even uncertainty is part of the field. Let awareness sense space without trying to describe it. Space does not need a shape to be known. As attention rests, you may notice that the heart field is not separate from the rest of the body. It blends, it permeates. The boundary between chest and breath softens. The boundary between feeling and presence loosens. The heart field is not emotion. Emotion moves through it, like weather through open sky. Joy may appear. Sadness may appear. Neutrality may appear. None of these define the field, they pass through it. The field remains. Notice how awareness senses space here without effort. No need to expand. No need to open. The sensing itself is the openness. You are not entering the heart. The heart field is appearing because awareness has stopped bracing. This field does not make you vulnerable. It makes you honest. Honest with sensation, honest with presence. There is a quiet steadiness here, not protection, not armor, but inclusion. Everything is allowed to be felt without becoming you. The heart field does not cling, it does not resist, it does not collapse. It receives, even numbness is received, even distraction is received. Nothing disqualifies this field. As awareness rests, space becomes undeniable. Not imagined, felt. This is not mystical. It is intimate, ordinary, always available. The heart was never closed, it was only unnoticed while attention was tense. Remain gentle. Remain simple. Let awareness sense space without naming it. That is enough. I rest as the field that allows. Expansion is felt as space, not as excitement, not as emotion rising, not as something dramatic or overwhelming. Heart expansion often feels like widening, a softening at the center of the chest, a gentle radiance that does not shine outward but seems to remove walls from within. It may feel like more room to breathe, more room to feel, more room to simply be. No emotion is required. Joy may appear. Sadness may appear. Nothing may appear at all. Expansion is not measured by feeling. It is sensed as space. A space that does not ask for explanation. A space that does not need to be filled. When contraction relaxes, space becomes noticeable, not created, revealed. The heart does not expand forward, it expands in all directions at once, including inward, including stillness. You may notice that effort dissolves here, the subtle holding around the chest loosens, the breath moves more freely without being guided. This is not emotional openness, it is perceptual openness. Awareness recognizes that it is no longer compressed. The heart field does not brighten like a flame, it clears like fog lifting. What remains is not intensity, but clarity. A quiet availability to what is. Expansion may feel neutral, even ordinary, that is how you know it is genuine. It does not demand attention, it does not try to convince you. It simply allows. If no sensation is noticed, space is still present. Space does not require sensation to exist. Even dullness floats within it. Even distraction moves inside it. Nothing interrupts space. As awareness rests, the heart field feels less like a location and more like an atmosphere. An atmosphere of inclusion, of permission, of quiet warmth that does not cling. There is no need to sustain this, no need to protect it. Space does not collapse when it is not watched, it remains. Let expansion be simple. Let it be unspectacular. The absence of contraction is already openness. Nothing more is needed. I allow space to be as it is. The heart field is energetic, not emotional. Emotion may pass through the heart, but the heart field itself is not defined by what passes. Emotion moves, it rises, it falls, it changes shape and intensity. The heart field remains. It is steady, neutral, clear. When sadness appears, the heart field does not become sad. Sadness is sensed within it. When joy appears, the heart field does not cling to joy. Joy is welcomed and allowed to move on. This distinction is gentle, but important. The heart has often been confused with feeling itself, as though it were fragile, reactive, easily wounded. But the heart field is not the emotion. It is the space in which emotion becomes known. Like the sky does not become the storm, the heart field does not become the feeling. It holds, it allows, it remains untouched by the intensity of what passes through. This is why the heart can feel steady, even when emotion is strong, and why emotion can be intense without destabilizing your center when awareness rests as the field. Notice this now. An emotion may be present or there may be none. Either way, the heart field is here. Neutral does not mean empty. It does not mean distant or cold. Neutral means ungrasping, unbiased, clear. The heart field does not lean toward pleasure or away from discomfort. It has no preference. This is not indifference, it is inclusivity. Everything is allowed because nothing threatens it. As awareness rests here, the nervous system begins to learn that feeling is safe. Not because feeling disappears, but because there is something stable that remains while feeling moves. This is energetic clarity. The heart field feels like quiet coherence, a subtle steadiness, a gentle sense of being centered without tightening. It does not collapse under emotion, it does not harden against it. It simply lets energy move. This is why emotion, when fully allowed, often completes itself naturally, when held in this field. Not analyzed, not fixed, not expressed or suppressed, just felt and then released. The heart field does not do this deliberately. It does this by being what it is. When awareness mistakes emotion for the heart, there is fear of feeling, fear of being overwhelmed. When awareness recognizes the heart field, feeling becomes fluid again. You are not your emotions. You are not your reactions. They arise in you. They move through you. But the heart field is what allows them without being defined by them. Rest here. Let emotion be emotion. Let the heart be the field. Notice how steadiness does not require control, it emerges naturally. When awareness stops collapsing into content, the heart field is energetic clarity itself. Not dramatic, not personal, simply present, simply allowing. I remain as the field that lets feeling move. Relaxation allows expansion. Not because something opens, but because something stops holding. When guarding releases, the heart field naturally expands. Not outward, not dramatically, but quietly, like space becoming noticeable when a fist unclenches. Protection contracts, it tightens sensation. It narrows perception. It pulls awareness inward around an idea of safety. This contraction was never wrong. It was intelligent at the time. It served a purpose. It learned how to hold. But now, there is nothing to defend against, nothing approaching, nothing requiring vigilance. Awareness recognizes this before thought does. As awareness relaxes, the body follows, the chest softens, the breath deepens or pauses without instruction. The heart field does not need to be told that it is safe. It recognizes safety. The moment resistance is no longer maintained. Expansion happens when effort stops pretending it is protection. Notice how subtle this is. No emotional shift is required. No memory needs to surface. No story needs to be resolved. The heart field expands simply because nothing is pushing against it. This expansion is not excitement, it is relief. A relief so quiet, it may be mistaken for nothing happening, yet something profound is occurring. The system is learning that openness does not equal danger, that softness does not equal loss, that presence does not require armor. Guarding was never the heart. It was a movement around the heart. When that movement slows, the field that was always here becomes apparent. You may notice warmth spreading gently, or a sense of space where there was once density or simply ease. You may notice nothing at all, and still, expansion is present. Expansion is not a sensation. It is the absence of compression. The heart does not bloom like a flower, it clears like a sky when clouds stop being held in place. Protection dissolves not because it is wrong, but because it is no longer needed. Awareness does not argue with it, it does not analyze it away, it simply stops feeding it. In this stopping, the heart field reveals its nature. Open without effort, available without exposure, inclusive without vulnerability. This openness does not make you porous, it makes you present. Present enough that sensation moves freely. Present enough that emotion can pass without sticking. Present enough that the body no longer braces against life. Relaxation here is not collapse, it is trust without narrative. A trust that does not say everything will be okay, but simply recognizes nothing is wrong in this moment. The heart field responds immediately to this recognition. It expands because it can. There is nothing to manage, nothing to sustain, nothing to hold open. If guarding returns, it is noticed. If contraction appears, it is included. Nothing interrupts awareness. Even protection is allowed to arise inside the field that no longer fears it. This is true relaxation, not the absence of tension, but the absence of resistance to tension. From here, the heart field remains open without trying to be open. It breathes as space, it rests as presence. And awareness remains untouched by whatever shape the field takes. Nothing needs to stay. Nothing needs to go. Expansion is already happening. Whenever you stop insisting on safety, awareness relaxes. The heart remembers itself. I do not need to protect what is already whole. Breath supports the heart field, not by effort, not by control, but by quiet companionship. Breath moves subtly through the heart area, like a tide that does not announce itself in and out, expanding and settling without instruction. You do not need to breathe into the heart. You do not need to slow the breath or deepen it. Breath already knows how to pass through this space. When awareness rests, breath naturally coordinates with energy, not because something is directed, but because nothing interferes. Notice how the chest moves without being told. Notice how the body inhales without your permission. This is intelligence at work. Breath does not carry energy from one place to another. It simply creates rhythm, and energy organizes itself around rhythm effortlessly. In the heart field, this coordination feels like ease, a gentle pulsing, a soft circulation of presence. Sometimes the breath brushes the heart like a whisper. Sometimes it passes so lightly, it is barely noticed. Both are perfect. No direction is needed. Upward, downward, inward, outward are ideas the breath does not use. Breath moves in circles and waves in quiet patterns older than thought. When awareness stops managing the breath, the heart field responds immediately. Space becomes more apparent, tension loosens without being released. You may notice that emotion moves more freely now, not amplified, not suppressed, simply mobile. Breath gives emotion permission to pass through the heart field without becoming stuck. This is not emotional processing. It is energetic cooperation. Breath and heart recognize each other naturally. They have always been in conversation. When you stop listening for results, that conversation becomes audible, as sensation, as warmth, as simple presence. If the breath becomes shallow, it is allowed. If it deepens, it is allowed. The heart field does not depend on a certain breath pattern, it remains open. Even when the breath pauses, this reveals something important. Breath supports the heart field, but the heart field does not rely on breath. Both arise within awareness. They coordinate because awareness is spacious enough to let them be as they are. Notice how the body feels when you stop guiding the breath. There is often relief, a quiet dropping of responsibility. You are not keeping yourself alive. Life is happening. In this recognition, the heart field stabilizes further. It no longer braces for breath, it trusts the rhythm. Breath becomes a companion, not a tool. With each inhale, the heart field is touched by space. With each exhale, it settles into itself. Nothing is pushed, nothing is pulled. The coordination is natural because it is not imposed. Even if awareness wanders, breath continues. Even if attention leaves the heart field remains. There is no maintenance required. This is why the heart can feel steady even in movement, even in conversation, even in complexity. Breath continues to support without being watched. The heart field continues to expand without being held open. Awareness remains as the quiet context in which both appear. You do not need to synchronize anything. Synchronization is already occurring. When nothing interferes, rest here. Let breath be breath. Let the heart be the field. Let awareness remain simple. I allow breath and heart to move together naturally. Expansion has no edge. The heart field does not stop at the chest. It is not contained by ribs, it is not held by skin. It does not obey the outlines of form. As awareness rests, the sense of boundary begins to soften. Not dissolve dramatically, just lose its sharpness. What once felt like a center now feels like a presence without a clear perimeter. The heart field spreads quietly, not outward in a direction, but everywhere at once. Its boundary is unclear, soft, permeable. You may notice that the feeling of heart seems to include the shoulders, the throat, the back. or even the space around the body. This is not imagination, it is perception relaxing its habit of containment. The heart was never meant to be a location. It was only treated that way so the mind could make sense of it. But awareness does not require edges to know itself. As the sense of boundary loosens, there is often ease, a feeling of less pressure to hold together. You may sense that the heart field blends with the breath, with sound, with space itself. Nothing marks where it ends. Nothing marks where it begins. This does not mean you disappear. It means effort dissolves. The heart field becomes atmospheric, like warmth in a room, felt everywhere, owned nowhere. Emotion may still arise, sensation may still move, but they no longer feel trapped inside. They float, they pass, they complete themselves naturally. When the heart has no edge, there is no place for contraction to grip, no corner for guarding to hide. Protection loses its reference point. This openness is not exposure, it is continuity. You are still here, the body is still here, but the sense of inside and outside is softened into belonging. The heart field does not push into the world appears within it. This is why expansion feels gentle, why it does not overwhelm, why it feels ordinary once resistance stops naming it. No effort can create this, no practice can hold it. It is noticed when awareness stops insisting on borders. If the sense of edge returns, it is included. If contraction appears, it floats inside the same field. Nothing breaks openness. The heart does not need to stay expanded. It is not a state. It is the natural condition that becomes obvious when nothing is being defended. Remain here. Not trying to feel wide, not trying to dissolve. Just noticing that the heart cannot be contained because awareness cannot be contained. The field has no edge because you have never been separate from what you are sensing. I rest where no boundary is required. Expansion does not mean exposure. Heart field expansion does not make you vulnerable. It does not thin your boundaries. It does not leave you unprotected. It does not invite harm. What it does is stabilize coherence. When the heart field expands, nothing spills outward, nothing is given away, nothing is lost. Instead, the system organizes, signals become clear, responses become appropriate, energy stops scattering. This is strength. But it does not feel loud, it does not feel forceful, it does not announce itself. Strength here feels quieter, more settled, more precise. Exposure comes from collapse, from pushing openness before safety is felt, from overriding the body's timing. Expansion is different. It arises only when the system already recognizes safety. That recognition is subtle, almost imperceptible, but it changes everything. When the heart field expands naturally, there is less reactivity, not because emotion disappears, but because coherence holds it. Feeling is allowed without overwhelming the system. Contact happens without loss of center. The heart does not leak outward, it becomes structurally present. This presence is not armor, it is integrity. Integrity means nothing is split, nothing is pushed away, nothing is clung to. The heart field remains intact because it is no longer defended. Defense fragments energy, lacks coherence gathers it. This is why strength feels quieter. There is no need to broadcast it, no need to prove it. The body knows, the nervous system knows. In this state, you may notice clearer boundaries, not weaker ones. You sense when to engage, you sense when to pause, you sense when to move away. Not through fear, but through clarity. Expansion does not blur discernment, it sharpens it. Because when awareness is coherent, signal is not drowned by noise. The heart field does not say yes to everything. It does not say no to everything. It responds accurately. This accuracy is strength, and it does not need volume. It is felt as steadiness, as grounded openness, as the absence of inner argument. You are not more exposed here. You are more integrated. Nothing is hanging open. Nothing is braced shut. The heart field holds itself because awareness is present within it. This is why expansion feels safe when it is real. And if at any moment contraction returns, that too is strength, that too is intelligence. Nothing is wrong. Expansion and contraction are both allowed inside coherence. But when expansion arises naturally, it does not weaken you. It reveals the quiet power that was always here. Strength does not need to announce itself. It simply remains. I am stable in openness. In stillness, the heart field becomes more noticeable. Not because it appears for the first time, but because nothing is competing with it. When movement quiets, when attention pauses its reaching, the subtle becomes obvious. The heart field does not announce itself, it does not pulse loudly, it does not demand recognition. It is revealed when there is enough stillness to notice what has always been here. Stillness does not mean the body must stop. It does not require freezing or holding, it simply means nothing is being added. In this simplicity, the heart field clarifies. You may sense a quiet presence in the chest, or a gentle openness without location, or a steady warmth that does not fluctuate. All of this is the same recognition, seen through different sensations. Movement does not remove the heart field. You can breathe, you can shift, you can move through your day. The field remains. It remains in walking, It remains in speaking. It remains even in activity. But stillness makes it easier to notice, because stillness removes distraction, not because it creates presence. The heart field is not fragile. It does not disappear when attention leaves it. It does not require protection through stillness. Stillness simply clarifies what movement can obscure. Like a lake revealing its depth, when the surface calms, the heart field becomes obvious. When inner motion settles, this does not mean you must stay still to remain open. It means openness is already stable. Even when life moves, stillness shows you that the heart field is independent of circumstances. It is not dependent on mood, not dependent on posture, not dependent on silence. It is dependent on nothing at all. In this recognition, there is relief. You no longer have to maintain openness. You no longer have to protect sensitivity. You no longer have to recreate stillness. You see that the field is present before movement and after movement. Stillness simply removes the veil that made it seem hidden. Let yourself rest here briefly, not holding stillness, not avoiding motion. Just noticing that awareness is quiet enough to sense what remains, whether you move or not. The heart field does not come and go. Only attention does. And even when attention wanders, the field remains exactly as it is. Clear, steady, unaffected. Stillness reveals this truth gently, without effort, without instruction. Nothing needs to be sustained. The heart field is already present, beneath every movement and within every pause. I rest in what remains, unchanged. No forcing. No visualization. Trying to imagine expansion adds effort. It pulls awareness into the mind. It replaces sensing with picture making. The heart field does not respond to images. It responds to presence. When you try to visualize, attention tightens. You begin doing instead of noticing. Sensing removes effort because it asks for nothing. You do not need to see light. You do not need to imagine space. You do not need to picture openness spreading anywhere. All of that is extra. The heart field is already perceptible without imagination. It is known through sensation, through pressure, through warmth, through the absence of tightness. Let sensation lead. Sensation is honest. It does not exaggerate. It does not perform, it reports what is actually happening in this moment. When awareness follows sensation, effort dissolves naturally. You may notice very little, a faint softness, a neutral presence, even numbness. That is still sensation. Nothing needs to become more vivid. Nothing needs to expand further. The heart field is not impressed by effort. It reveals itself when effort stops interfering. Visualization creates a future moment. You are trying to reach, sensing stays here. Here is where the field is. If the mind begins to imagine, notice that too. Imagination is also a sensation, a subtle tightening, a forward leaning. There is no need to stop it. Just notice the difference between imagining and sensing. Sensing is quieter, slower, more intimate. It does not try to improve experience. It stays with what is present. As you let sensation lead, the heart field becomes obvious without effort. Not brighter, not larger, clearer. Clear because nothing is added. You may notice that when visualization drops, the body relaxes further. The breath eases, the chest softens. This is not because you did something right. It is because you stopped doing something unnecessary. The heart field does not need help to be itself. It only needs space from interference. Let sensation guide awareness like a quiet current. No destination, no image, no goal. Just this. This simple sensing is already the expansion you were looking for. I trust sensation to reveal what is real. The heart field organizes energy. When the heart field is clear, energy aligns smoothly, not because it is guided, but because it is no longer interrupted. Clarity is not brightness, it is simplicity. When awareness rests as the heart field, currents throughout the body begin to communicate again, not through effort, not through direction, through coherence. Energy responds immediately to clarity of presence. It does not need instruction, it does not need correction. Tension resolves not because it is pushed away, but because it is no longer held in confusion. Much tension is simply energy, waiting for orientation, waiting to know where it belongs. The heart field provides this orientation without trying. It does not move energy, it does not manage flow. It offers a stable reference that energy naturally organizes around, like iron filings settling around a quiet magnet. Energy aligns when coherence is present. You may feel this as softening in the shoulders, release in the belly, ease along the spine, or you may feel nothing at all. Both are signs of alignment. Resolution does not always feel like change. Sometimes it feels like nothing needing attention anymore. The heart field does not fix tension, it renders tension unnecessary. When awareness is clear, energy no longer has to signal distress. It no longer has to tighten to be noticed. It settles. This settling is intelligent. It happens in the right places, in the right sequence, without your involvement. Trying to help only disrupts it. The heart field does not rush, it does not prioritize. It allows energy to complete its own movements. This is why alignment feels smooth. There is no forcing, no rearranging. Just a quiet return to natural order. When clarity is present, the system knows what to do. You do not need to supervise it. Awareness does not need to focus on tension for it to resolve. In fact, tension often resolves when it is no longer the center of attention. The heart field provides a wider context. Within that context, local disturbances calm naturally. This is regulation without effort, integration without strategy. Energy aligns because it finally has enough space to do so. Nothing is corrected, nothing is adjusted, nothing is improved. The heart field simply remains clear. And in that clarity, the body remembers its own coherence. Let this happen quietly, without commentary, without checking. If alignment unfolds, it unfolds. If it pauses, it pauses. Awareness is not dependent on outcome. The heart field does not demand results, it offers presence. That is enough. I rest as clarity, and energy finds its way. Expansion feels like ease, not excitement, not emotional tensity, not a rush of sensation. Ease, connection, gentle presence. These are signs of coherence, not emotion. When the heart field is clear, there is often a sense that nothing is wrong, nothing needs attention, nothing needs improvement. This ease is quiet, so quiet it is sometimes overlooked. The mind expects expansion to feel powerful or dramatic, but coherence feels ordinary, natural, unremarkable in the best way. Ease does not pull focus. It allows focus to rest. You may notice that effort drops away, that inner commentary softens, that the body feels less divided. Connection here is not attachment, it is continuity. A sense that nothing inside you is being excluded, nothing is being pushed away. This connection is not emotional bonding. It is energetic alignment. You feel present with yourself without monitoring yourself. Gentle presence does not lean forward, it does not brace, it does not withdraw, it stays. Emotion may still arise, joy, sadness, neutrality. But beneath these movements, ease remains. That is how you know you are sensing coherence, not reacting emotionally. Emotion fluctuates, ease is stable. Ease does not require explanation. It does not ask to be understood. It is simply the absence of inner friction. The heart field feels easy when it is no longer resisting experience or trying to generate a better one. This ease is not passivity. It is readiness without tension. You are available to life without being pulled by it. Presence here feels kind, but not sentimental. Open, but not exposed. The body recognizes this state immediately. Breath flows, muscles soften, energy settles. You do not have to label this as expansion. You do not have to hold on to it. Ease is not a state to maintain, it is what appears when nothing is being maintained. If ease fades, nothing is lost. If it returns, nothing is gained. Coherence does not come and go, only sensation changes. The heart field remains clear even when ease is subtle or barely noticeable. Trust the quiet signs. Ease, connection, gentle presence. These do not belong to emotion, they belong to alignment. They signal that awareness is no longer divided against itself. Nothing more is needed. I recognize coherence by its quiet ease.
Gentle reminder. You do not expand the heart. There is nothing to make larger, nothing to open through effort. The heart expands when awareness stops contracting. Contraction is subtle. It appears as holding, as bracing, as a quiet insistence that something needs to be different. When this insistence softens, space becomes obvious, not created, revealed. The heart field does not respond to will, it responds to release. Awareness does not push into the heart, it does not enter it, it does not activate it. The heart field appears within awareness. The same way sensation appears, the same way breath appears, the same way silence appears. Awareness remains primary. This is the essential recognition. You are not inside the heart field. The heart field is inside the knowing that is already here. When this is seen, effort dissolves naturally. There is nothing to maintain, nothing to protect. The idea of expansion relaxes, the need to feel something specific fades. You are no longer watching the heart to see if it is open. You are resting as the openness in which the heart is known. From here, the heart field may feel spacious or neutral or barely perceptible. All of this is allowed. Nothing about the heart determines awareness. Nothing about sensation adds to or subtracts from what you are. heart field is a beautiful expression, but it is not the source. Awareness is the source. And awareness does not contract, only attention does. When attention relaxes, everything aligns on its own. The heart expands because it is no longer being held, not because it was closed, but because it was never separate from the space that knows it. Rest here, not in the heart, not outside the heart, but as the quiet knowing in which the heart appears and dissolves. Nothing needs to stay open, nothing needs to stay soft. Awareness remains, whether the heart feels spacious or dense. This is the final gentleness. Nothing is required of you. Awareness remains primary. I was never contracting awareness.
I sense space in the heart area. There is no effort in this sensing, only noticing. Expansion happens without effort. Nothing needs to open. Nothing needs to change. The heart field is neutral and clear. Steady, unbiased, present. Breath supports gentle openness, without direction, without control. No protection is required. Nothing is approaching. Nothing needs defending. Energy organizes naturally, without instruction, without management. E signals coherence, quiet ease, unremarkable, true. I rest as awareness, before sensation, before expansion, before contraction. Awareness remains.